Good afternoon to everybody. We are starting our fourth follow-up meeting from the project of the training of Ukrainian refugees in the doing a follow-up session that it is will be last 1 hour. We changed just a little bit because I couldn't do presentation at 1 p.m. But we have a Kalim and Kadani that he has already working in the last in the last session, and he's in our support department. So the object of this follow-up session is to continue providing content and knowledge for people like you, Dimitro, who is very much interested in the project, and we are very happy to listen that. So we see that some people have different issues of many points, and we are looking forward to be focused on the ones that want to that have the opportunity or the infrastructure or mental situation too, that to continue with this objective of not only having a first certification of fundamentals, but achieving a professional one. What we are going to do today, in my case, I will be just for a few minutes. I just wanted to do some reminders about the date reminders of the project, as we have already commented and talk. The main target of this project is to achieve 2 certifications, but with 1 certification for us, seeing the group is as well a good result. Okay. Hello, Fakhar. Welcome. Thank you for being in the meeting again.
Thank you.
You are welcome, and thank you for participating. We have just started. We have not. We are anyway recording this meeting. If you have some colleagues who want to know the knowledge, this session will be recorded and will be available in the platform. So if you have any comment or you want to see again the content, it will be available permanently during the time of the access of the course. We just remind the dates about we are going to officially. When we say officially, what we mean officially is that means that we are finishing our services, but our compromise, our aim, and our commitment with you is not only if we see someone who is interested, really interested, and we see someone who is going to do the certification, has questions, we won't let you away. And if you, for example, make a question in the first beginning of March, we will continue answering questions. Platform officially will be closed at the last day of February. Okay. If anyone is going to need 1 week more, we are flexible, but won't be able to be forever. That means this is not a permanent access course, and this is not a permanent access certification. This is why it's very important that you guys like Dimitro and Fakhar are doing this training and working and doing in the way that is necessary. So about the vouchers, we have already done the point. What we will do is we will continue with our meetings. If you accept the invitation, Isa is going to send you the next one for the next Wednesday. Please, if you can do it during the class, will be better. Like this, everybody has they can organize their schedule, and the certification and this session will be mainly aim to learn questions and the right answers. What we want you to is to know all the questions that are available in the market and know why are the questions, not only by mind to remember, just but the reasons why is the question. But we want you to go to the exam with the knowledge and of the questions that are public. The exam test has new questions that we don't know how they are, but I'm sure that you will find some questions that are very similar or are the same. Actually, I'm going to if you have any question about organization or doubts, please let me know now. Do you have any question or any comment? I know that Dimitro has had some questions in the lab, and I think that it is solved. They told me it is solved. It is okay, Dimitro. The question you have put in the in the platform.
No, not actually. The question is not solved because I've sent a screenshot with an error, and the response from Rafael Quiros was just like, I can import the solution, everything is okay. So he showed me like his screenshots that he is importing his solution and everything is okay. But I sent him a screenshot with an error message. And I thought that he will read this error message and advise me what to do with it. So,
Okay.
but I got no response.
So Isa, please talk with the support engineer and tell him to make a video about the error. Okay. So what we are going to give you is a video of all the steps necessary to do properly the procedures.
I made the steps. I pressed the button. I'm sorry, but the result was like I got an error. I successfully deleted my solution, my previous solution, which was not working correctly. And I thought that I will download from GitHub the working solution and everything will be okay. And I will see how it should work. And I've downloaded this solution, but the import procedure was not successful. And I got the error message, error prompt. So I sent this screenshot to Kalim, I guess. And Rafael Quiros responded me like just, I can do this, everything is okay. And he showed me his screenshot that he is successfully importing this solution. But actually, I got no response and I got no resolution of my question. Yeah, in this situation.
That could be for many problems. Maybe because you have already any other configuration. Maybe you should have only, you have different solutions. So maybe you should do it in a new environment or in a completely new environment to know why you have, because once you are doing the import procedures, they have to do many activities within the solution. And if they have some inside the solution, they have any component that could be not compatible with the import solution. And the only way to redo that is from the scratch, it's from zero. You cannot do it once. If you have this error and all the points that have done is because that you have in your environment some problem in the solution, so you should do from the scratch, because
in another environment.
In another environment, do it in another environment without any component and any action in order to do the option. Because if you have this error of import, that means that you have maybe any incompatibility in any component, such as flow or any component of the solution that could give error. So it will, if it gives you error again and again, that means that you need to erase the solution and create a new environment that will be like this. You should do it properly. If it doesn't work, that means that we should see in a personal meeting, checking with your computer, and in the new environment, if you have the same error, what we can do is arrange a half-hour meeting to check what is going on with your time. But it seems that for the thing that you are telling me is please try first in a new environment and then tell us if it's okay like that. if it's not, we will arrange a meeting, personal meeting with you to solve the issue, because
Okay.
that will be the only way to check it out. Do it for first again. Okay, Dimitro?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Fahar, how about you? Do you have any issue about labs or?
Actually, I didn't start my lab now yet because I have
Okay.
to get my PL 900 exam. That's why I
All
will
right.
start my labs after this exam.
Okay, so when you do the exam, please, if you have any question, the same. Okay, so now I will leave to Kalim. Kalim, if you want to share the screen, please. I give you I pass you the class to start with the questions, and looking forward to meet you next meeting. Okay,
Sure. Just give me a second.
Kalim,
I'm just in a minute.
if you can share, I can tell you if you can share. I can see I don't see anything yet.
Just a second. Okay, I'm sharing it now.
Okay, this is working now. All right, so I quit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Javier.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I've come up with a few more questions for PL 100 exam. So starting with the first question, it will be the same procedure. I will be providing you with the question and the options available, and you guys have to put them in the chat. All right. So starting with the very first question and scenario, you have an unmanaged solution for which you have created multiple apps. You are required to move the apps to a different environment. The environment requires that the solution allows for components to be added, amended, renewed, removed, or deleted or tested. And you need to use the correct solution type. You make use of the managed solution. You are making use of the managed solution. Does the action achieve your objective to fulfill the requirement? Yes, it does, or it does not. You have two options here if using the managed solution will be the right option.
For me, it's hard to answer the but actually I don't have enough knowledge to answer the questions for PL 100 yet. So
No problem. No
if
problem.
I need just to guess, I can guess, but
No problem. It will be the second one. No, it does not. You have to use the unmanaged solution for it, and here's some explanation for it as well. And I've also provided with the reference links with each of the explanation if you guys would like to explore a bit more about these answers about it. So moving on to the next question. Isa, we will be providing with the slides to Dimitri and Fakhr, right, after the meeting?
Okay.
Okay, so
these slides. Yeah, okay.
I'll be sending these questionnaires in the chat chat box after the meeting, right? So you guys can get it from there.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So moving on to the question number 2, all app makers at your company have their own common data service environment. You are in the process of adapting a Canvas app in your own environment. Because you have booked time of work, you have to make the app and all your adaptations available to a fellow app maker who will carry on adopting the app. You need to, however, make sure that you will be able to resume work on the app when you come back. Which of the following actions should be taken? You should consider exporting the app with the adaptation as an unmanaged solution. You should consider publishing the app to the production environment. You should consider exporting the app with the all adaptation and the managed solution. You should consider publishing the app to a staging environment. Okay, so the answer would be A. The beginning state of solution is the unmanaged solution state. Obviously, the initial state of the any solution will be unmanaged, and during this phase, you can add, edit, adopt, remove, delete, and test any of the components of the solution. And below is the reference link for it for the reference if you want to explore. Moving on to the question number 3, you are employed as an app maker. You are required to construct a Canvas app that allows for detailed data to be identified in targeted text. Which of the following is the AI model you should include in your app? A business card reader model, a category classification model, key phrase extraction model, and entity extraction model. Okay, so Fakhr decided with the option A. The actual option is D, an entity extraction model. No problem here. Or AI Builder entity extraction model recognizes specific data in the text that you targeted based on your business needs. The model identifies key elements in the text and then classifies them into the predefined categories. So you guys can read it by yourself or go to the reference link below as well after the meeting and can explore the exact answer why it is. Moving on to the question number 4. Your company makes use of Microsoft 365, Microsoft Azure Power Platform for app development, and your company has a sister company that has the same Microsoft SharePoint as your configuration but have their own tenant. You have been asked with building a mobile app that must also be made available to the sister company. The sister company, however, must be prevented from making changes to any of the app components. Which of the following actions should be taken? Navigate to the manage properties, set the value of the allow customization options to true, and set the customization options to false. C is export the app as a managed solution, export the app as an unmanaged solution. Which of the following options should the sister company take? Okay, so for his answer with the export the app as a managed solution, we can have multiple options as well. We can export the app as a managed solution and customize options to fail, set the customize option to fails as well. For the explanation, a managed solution is a finalized solution that can be distributed and installed. They are created by exporting an unmanaged solution by setting restrictions to prevent any further customization. The whole point of managed is locking down the component state so they cannot be edited, deleted, and managed solution will remove all its customizations as well as data contained. Managed solution become read-only once deployed, so they cannot be manipulated or changed. Once it is set, you cannot change it. Moving on to the 5th question, you document client data via Microsoft SharePoint list. You are planning to configure a Power Automate flow that triggers a series of actions when new data is added to the list. Which of the following actions should you take? You should use the when an item is created trigger. You should use for a selected file trigger. You should use the file is classified by content understanding model trigger. You should use the when an item is created or modified trigger. Because of her answer, you should use the file classified by content understanding model trigger. The correct one is A. You should use when an item is created trigger from the available options. MS Flow will trigger when an item is created in the list. It will return all list item properties which can be used in the flow. The options will be visible when you are on the platform. Question number 6, you need to consider the underlying segment to establish whether it is accurate to create a custom table relationship in Microsoft Dataverse. You can use Power Platform Admin Center or Solution Explorer. So which options would be required? No adjustment required. Power Apps Maker Portal or Power Platform Admin Center, Solution Explorer or Power App Maker Portal. D, Solution Explorer or SQL Server Management Studio. E option is SQL Server Management Studio or Power App Maker Portal. Power App Maker Portal or Power Platform Admin Center. The correct one is C, Solution Explorer or Power Apps Maker Portal. There are two designers you can use to create and edit one-to-many or many-to-one relationships. You can create and edit one-to-many or many-to-one entity relationships in Power Apps Portal. And you can create and edit one-to-many, many-to-one entity relationship using Solution Explorer. Moving on to the 7th question, you have been tasked with building a Canvas app that allows users to track time on mobile devices. You should add a sign-in screen, a screen to record the user time entries for the week, and a screen to amend the user recent time records. User will be issued ID cards that includes the username and a recent picture, as well as a QR code that will include the user employee number. You need to make sure that the user employee number is read into the app. Which of the following actions should you take? You should add the card control, you should add the camera control, you should add the barcode scanner control, you should add the text input control. Okay, so Fakhr has answered with A. Correct one is you should have the barcode scanner control for it. The barcode scanner control for Canvas apps scans barcodes, QR codes, and data matrix code on an Android or iOS devices. Moving on to the 8th question, you need to consider the underlying segment to establish whether it is accurate to configure the value for a global variable. You should use the set function. Which function will be used? If collect, update context, or D, no adjustment required. Okay, so the correct one is D. No adjustment would be required. You set the value of the global variable with the set function. Buffer's answer with the update context. The correct one is no adjustment would be required here. Moving on to the second last question, 9. You have recently built a Canvas app. You are now required to share the app with your colleagues. Which of the following is true with regards to sharing a Canvas app? Choose all that apply with the below provided options. You can share the app with the individual users. You can grant co-owner permissions to a security group if you created the app from within a solution. The co-owner permission is not available when sharing the app with individual user. You can share the app with a Microsoft Azure Active Directory security group. You could choose the multiple options below. Okay, so Fakhr has gone with you can share the app with individual users. He's correct, but D is also the option here to pick. You can share with the app with the Microsoft Azure Active Directory security group as well. So after you build a Canvas app that addresses a business need, specify which users in your organization can run the app and which can modify and even reshare it. Specify each user by name or specify security. So SharePoint are your configuration, but have their own tenant. You have been tasked with building a mobile app that must also be made available to the sister company. The sister company, however, must be prevented from making changes to any of the app component. You need to make sure that when detecting versions of the app solution, the following must be detected to prevent whichever previous version. All app components of the application must be provided to the sister company. Which of the following should be run before publishing the components for the export? Below are the options A, B, C, D: portal checker, app checker, flow checker, object detector. It could be more than one options. A and B: portal checker, app checker. So B is the correct. Also the C, not A: flow checker and app checker. So the scenario we have here is when identifying versions of the app solution, all dependencies, entities, and user interfaces components must be identified to avoid any unintentional issues caused by reverting individual components to a previous version. Power Apps has added components to the rule set that encourages best practices in the Power App Checker. You can check your Canvas app and flows that are included in solution and then review all issues in a single consolidated report. And below is also the reference to see with the example as well. So these are the 10 questions which I had prepared for today. If you guys have any question, please feel free to ask or explore the consultation forums for PL100.
No questions at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Dimitro. Joshua, do you have anything to share or ask here? Otherwise, we will conclude the meeting here.
Yes, not yet because sorry,
No problem.
I got fever last night. That is why.
No problem. No problem. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we'll see you maybe next week or whenever Isa will plan the next meeting. And we'll share the meeting notes with you guys as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining today. Thanks. Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.